The Nigerian-American Chamber of Commerce has urged Nigerian businesses, especially micro, small and medium enterprises, to meet global standards for competitiveness. The president of the chamber, Adebola Williams, stated this ahead of the 2024 edition of the African Food and Products Exhibition in Lagos. The chamber is advocating for Nigerian businesses to fully position themselves to harness the African Growth and Opportunity Act instrument.
Sometimes we want to take shortcuts, and shortcuts would not benefit anybody, especially if you are going into a market like, American market. But if you follow the rules and regulations, do what is expected to be done. And that's why we are saying, think global. Think global means the world has become a global village. You cannot work in isolation to say, oh, my farm is in Shagamu or wherever, and so, no. You have to attain international standards. That's the only way your products would sell. That's the only way you will bring the needed value to whatever you are doing.
How do we preserve it? Because for tomatoes, maybe the harvest, within a few weeks, the whole thing gets spoiled. So government needs to come to their aid to make sure that they can easily export this product, even with a longer time.
We are trying to focus on non-oil commodities because that's where we have our food products, we have so many services that we need to trade with. But as she said, standards, international standards, our standards have to be right.
We want to see the products that have been put together by these people in Africa and then speak to the world that we are able to measure up with exportation standards. So these are some of the objectives of this exhibition. Also, it's giving SMEs across the country an opportunity to showcase the best of what they do. We've been seeing various collaborations with African organizations across the country and across the continent. So this is indeed one of the many objectives the Chamber has put together to support SMEs.
The Chamber also says Nigeria needs to maximize the impact of an African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement so as to derive maximum benefits.
Opportunities like this provide African platforms and SMEs to showcase themselves and then maximize the benefits of AFCFTA. So there's so many exhibitions that are ongoing around Nigeria, but this again is put together by the biggest economy, that's Nigeria and America, a relationship that you cannot take for granted. So when you talk about platforms and opportunities like this, indeed it do corresponds with the fact that we are able to showcase what we do to the best of Africa. We are able to export our products to other African countries. We've heard so much about intra-African trade. Africa needs to trade with itself. So platforms like the African Food and Products Exhibitions gives us, first of all, an opportunity to trade amongst ourselves, trade with each other around Africa, trade intra-Nigeria, and then we think about exporting out of Nigeria.